Good afternoon, class. Welcome back. So today we're going to go over a few strategies that's going to help you understand what Ellison is doing in this novel. This is a complex novel, all right? This is my third time reading it, and even still, I'm learning things as we're going along. So we're going to try to probe your thinking. We're going to try to get you to do some real serious thinking and learning as we're reading this, right? So here are the three ways we're going to do this, and this is you're going to do every chapter. This is called bookmark, all right? What it is when you stumble across a word in the passage that you may not know, I want you to write that word down, right? Because it's important that we're still building our vocabulary as we're going through this, right? So you're going to write the page number, you're going to write the word, and then you're going to do something called a connect. A connect is going to be those context clues around that word that's going to get you to find out your definition of the word. So my word was undulating, and it came from page 24. And the connect was that it was talking about her hips, a woman's hips, and how it drove the man crazy. So I thought that the word meant moving in a waving motion. So this is what you're going to do for every word you may not know. It's easy. It's simple. And then what I did not do, but what I want you all to do is I want you to go and find it in a dictionary and tell what that word really means. All right. This is going to build our vocabulary skills, and it's going to help us. We can't just skip over a word because words hold power. And if we don't know what those words mean, we don't know the power that it's provoking. Next, we're going to do something called say something, all right? And you all can do this anytime we're reading aloud or anytime I ask you for a bell ringer to say something. This is a really fun strategy because it's just you popping up your hand and saying, hey, Mr. O, I have something to say. And what I want you to do is, after we've read something that maybe you didn't understand or you have a question about or you just want to connect it to something in your daily lives, I want you to say that. I want to know what is going on in this story and how is it affecting you, right? And so a part of the story in the chapter 1 says, blindfolded, I could no longer control my emotions. I had no dignity. I stumbled about like a baby or a drunken man. And so how does that make you feel? What kind of questions do you have about that? What is Ellison trying to do in writing this sentence, So just pop your hand up and say, hey, I have something to say. And this is going to help you think through different things and understand that the smallest words can hold so much power within the text and get you to where you need to be in learning and understanding a critical text. Lastly is something called the semantic questioning map, all right? Now, I do mine a little bit differently than how you probably have experienced it in the past, but bear with me, right? Because we challenge ourselves, all right? And this is going to force you to think on your own. It's going to help you with those metacognition skills, that thinking about your thinking, right? And so what this is I'll write a question in the middle of the semantic maps, right? So, for example, in chapter 1, my question is, what does the last line of the chapter try to do? And then from that question will stem 3 different bubbles. In those bubbles, you will create questions that a person must know in order to first answer this question. Interesting, right? Under those questions that you write, you'll have 3 dots. And those will be your answers to that question. And essentially, all of this will tie in to answer this question. This is really preparing us for when we go back and when we start thinking about the essay that we're going to write for this novel at the end, right? So we're writing now with the ending in mind. And we're building those metacognition skills, those critical thinking skills. It's getting you evidence for your last essay right now so it won't be harder later on, right? So it's all to benefit you and making sure that you are reading critically and you understand the material, because we can't read something if we don't understand it. If we don't understand it, we don't know what we're trying to what the text is trying to teach us, and then we're not grasping the full beauty and essence of reading, right? All right. So this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to function for the next few chapters of this novel. It'll be fun. We'll learn so much together, and I'm eager to see what you all have for me. Be prepared for that vocabulary test that you will find the words for. All right, students. Bye-bye now.